Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to transfer files between Windows, Linux, and a smartphone using FTP all over your local network. No cloud, no USB cables. I will walk you through every step. Let's get started. Step 1. Enable IIS and FTP server on Windows. Open Start and type Turn Windows features on or off. Scroll to Internet Information Services. Expand it, then expand FTP server. Check FTP service and FTP extensibility. Also check Web Management Tools, click OK, and let Windows install. Once installation finishes, you can close the dialog. No restart needed. Now continue to the next steps. Step 2. Create a shared folder and add files. Create a folder that will hold your shared files. I will make one called FTP Share directly on my C drive. You can put it anywhere you like. Step 3. Set folder permissions. Right-click the folder and select Properties. Go to Security tab, click Edit, then Add. Type the Windows username of the person who will connect via FTP. Click Check Names to verify it, then OK. With the user selected, check Allow for full control. This automatically includes read, write, and all other permissions. Click Apply, then OK to close the permissions window. Then click OK again to close the folder properties. This is important. Do not use the sharing tab. That's for a different protocol and does nothing for FTP. IIS handles the sharing automatically. Only the security tab matters here. Now add the files you want to share. I have some documents in another folder. I will select a few of them, copy them, and paste them into the FTP share. You can add photos, videos, music, or any files you want to share across your network. That's all. The folder now has the real content. When we connect later, you will see these files ready to download or open. Step 4. Create an FTP site in IIS Manager. Open IIS Manager, type IIS in Start. In the connection panel, right-click Sites, and then select Add FTP Site. Enter a name, e.g. my FTP, physical path, browse and select a folder you created in Step 2. Binding and SSL, leave IP address as all unassigned. Port 21. For SSL, choose No SSL. This is for your home network. Then click Next. Authentication, check Basic. Authorization, choose Specified Users. Here you can enter a single username, e.g. FTP user, multiple usernames separated by commas, e.g. John, Jane, admin. Use the same usernames you added to the folder's security tab in Step 3. Permissions. Give them read and write, and click Finish. Step 5. Test FTP server locally on the same PC. Before connecting from other devices, let's test locally to make sure the FTP server is working. Open File Explorer, click on the address bar, and type FTP://localhost. Then press Enter. You will be asked for credentials. Enter your Windows username and password, the same ones you set in Step 3 and 4. If everything is correct, you will see the contents of your FTP share, including the files you copied earlier. If you see an error, check that the FTP site is started in IIS Manager, the username is correct in both the folder's security and IIS authorization. Once you see your files, the local test is successful. Close this window, you are ready to move on. Step 6. Configure Windows Firewall. Open Windows Security, select Firewall and Network Protection. Select Allow an app through the firewall. Click Change Settings. Scroll to FTP Server. Check the box for private and public if you trust your network. Click OK. That's it. Windows automatically handles the rest. No manual port rules needed. Step 7. Find your Windows IP address. Open Command Prompt and type ipconfig. Look for IP version 4 address, something like 192.168.43.2. Write it down. Step 8. Connect from a Linux machine. On your Linux machine, let's test connectivity step by step. First, open Terminal and ping your Windows PC to make sure it's reachable. Ping 192.168.43.2. If you get replies, the network connection is good. If not, check that both devices are on the same network and the IP address is correct. Next, test the FTP service itself using the command line. In the same terminal, type FTP Windows IP, for example, FTP 192.168.43.2. When prompted, enter your Windows username and password. If you see FTP prompt, you are logged in successfully. Type ls to list the files in your shared folder. You should see the files you copied earlier. Type quit to exit. Now that we have confirmed both network and FTP are working, open your file manager. In the location bar, type FTP. Type FTP:// IP, for example, 192.168.43.2. Enter the same username and password. You will see the shared folder and your files. At this point, the FTP folder is mounted on your Linux desktop. It behaves like just a local folder. You can drag files in and out, open documents directly, and copy files back and forth seamlessly. Step 9. Connect from mobile. On your Android phone, install CX File Explorer. Open the app and go to the network section. Tap the plus icon, then select Remote. Then choose FTP. Now enter your Windows IP address. Then select port 21. Next, select FTP as the protocol. Then enter your Windows username and password. Tap Connect. You will see the shared folder and your files. Tap any file to download it. To upload from your phone, copy a file and paste it into the FTP folder. For iPhone, use FTP Manager. The steps are similar. Common problems and fixes. Local test fails. Make sure the FTP site is started in IIS Manager. Also verify that your username is in both the folder's security tab and IIS authorization. Ping fails from Linux. Check that both devices are on the same network. Verify Windows IP address is correct. Also check Windows Firewall. It might be blocking ICMP pings. Login incorrect. Use the correct Windows password for that user. If you are using a Microsoft account, consider creating a local user for FTP. Folder empty or can't upload. Go back to the folder's security tab and confirm that user has both read and write allowed. Works from Linux but not from phone. Make sure your phone's FTP client is using port 21 and the correct IP address. I want to add more users later. Add them to the folder's security tab, step 3, and also add their usernames in IIS Manager under the FTP site's authorization rule. Security note: standard FTP sends usernames and passwords in plain text. On your home network, that's generally fine, but never use plain FTP on public Wi-Fi or over the internet. Use SFTP or FTPS. I will cover this in a separate video. And that's all. You now have a working FTP server on Windows that any device on your network can access, and you can add multiple users easily. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe for more networking tutorials. Thanks for watching.